71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check. 18.
They'll run with Cohen. 14 is the pickup there. Relatively small sample size, but that's his longest run of the first quarter. Bounced it out to the outside to make it successful.
And to get there, you actually need some help. It's not just your pure speed getting to the corner, making sure that the blocking is taken care of inside so the pursuit doesn't get you. And oftentimes, those wide receivers, tight ends that might be flexed out, they've got to control the edge and make sure no one from the outside can spill the play before he gets there.
Under 10.
1st down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big.
Hey, you got to get moving, man. Man, move it. You got to get that. He's coming. We got to double up. Shit. Ran.
On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 13 yards, 1st down Packers.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught by Funchess. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start with a give to Cohen, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check.
They go play action. Trubisky. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
That's a 49-yard punt, 8, though, on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd down now. It's Lynch, and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. Here we go on 4th down with Rodgers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So shall we say a bold decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own locker room, frankly.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 6 yards in the wrong direction that time. Not only that, but it brings up 4th.
Let's get it.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. Now, bottom line, tremendous starting field position really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Funchess has it complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he locates Walker, complete. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
On second down now, it's Cohen. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. So we have hit halftime of the 2019 opener from Chicago as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. It'll be a gain of 4. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted. Because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
It's a gain of 16 and a first down for the green and gold. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's hard to believe when we look at the numbers that our statistician Marvin has given us about Aaron Rodgers today, that he's been held to this few. That's not normal for him.
And that explains the scoreboard, doesn't it?
It really does. As he goes, so goes his team, and he is just absolutely scintillating, but it's still not over for him yet.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. Here's Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Brad, I think we have to look back at the big call to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, that set up everything, and the end result, the short touchdown run. Correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think every coach would have gone for it back there.
You and I both know every coach would not have gone for it back there, so that's showing a little bit of faith, actually showing a lot of faith in his team, and it was rewarded.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, now he bowls him over. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cohen. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 45 yards. Trailing here in the 3rd, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around, not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guys trying to block him, and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, Rodgers.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career, and he's going to need another one right now. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. One of his main targets, Delaney Walker, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that will be incomplete as well. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. 58. Hey, dude. Here we go, G.
The Packers go for it. Rodgers. And Adams has it complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down. Rodgers now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Now it's Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st? So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again with Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Throwing on second down. Trubisky nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Trubisky. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And no, it's incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Jones. He's got a 1st down and much more inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Alert flare. Check 91. 91 is the mic. Mike 91. Come off the ball. Come on.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Going deep this time for Miller. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Rodgers looking to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 70 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say,
pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Bravo! 56! Hey, here we go. Hey, 18. Watch the pass. Check. Crunch.
Here's Trubisky. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Trubisky now to throw on third down. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down.
Hey, foxtrot.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
258.
Rodgers throwing here. And Walker has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got two more to use here in the final stages. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. This will be caught at about the 6. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Mike 5'9",
Rodgers again now. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, we got it. Good job, D. Good job, D.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Room here to run. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge. And so
oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this when everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Packers, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went.
Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went.
Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy.
The blends be all the right cred.
Meaning credentials.
Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls
in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen.
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
Simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years, so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert.
Upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Turn it up, y'all beat the flow.
Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving a show.
But can you rock it like rocket
What you
fuel?
talking about? Space or out your mind?
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's a
fool?
close encounter of what kind?
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check.